Hey everyone, Microsoft has updated their Surface Book 3 and it's time for an art and animation review. Microsoft has finally updated their Surface Book 3 with a little bit of a refresh. So let's start with the specs. On the model I have the 15-inch model with the 1660 Ti and 16 gigs of RAM. And the Book 3 has a 3200 by 2160 pixel sense display. And as far as ports on the Surface Book 3, it has a USB-C 3.1 with the Surface Connect, as well as two USB-As and a full-size SD card reader. And what continues to make the Surface Book 3 special is the screen can detach. Now doing the line test within Photoshop, as you can see it still has the same type of stuff where fast lines give you smooth lines, slow lines give you a little bit of jitter. Increasing your smoothing can mitigate some of that to where you can draw a little bit slower, but it's still the same type of thing where the fast lines of course will give you smoother lines, and it's because it's using the same Intrig technology and hasn't been updated. Now testing the Surface Book 3 in Fresco, there's hardly any lag, jitter is kept to a minimum, and as long as you turn your smoothing a little bit up some, it'll keep everything nice and crisp when it comes to your lines. Though with using the taper brush that I was using, I did find some inconveniences where the brush wouldn't connect fully, and when I went to do a smaller line, it wouldn't exactly make the line that I wanted. But I'm thinking that's not to do with the Surface Book and more to do with the actual Fresco program and the brush that I was using. And like I have to state again, which you'll hear a lot in this review, is that since largely unchanged, the Surface Book 3 feels like the Surface Book 2 and the Surface Pro before it. Everything is kind of the same. There's no real updates besides a little bit more horsepower. So as you can see, I'll go ahead and speed this portion up so you can get a kind of a feel of what it's like to draw in Adobe Fresco with using the Surface Book 3. Now, is it good for animation? With that question, I would say personally, the 15-inch model feels great for animation. Now, it does have a few hiccups, as you could possibly see right there, where when I'm drawing, it doesn't pick up on my pen stroke, which I can deal with a little bit of just because when I'm using such a large canvas, and to be able to flip the tablet any way that I want, take it out from tablet mode to dock it down and reverse the screen, at that size there's nothing that's like it. So of course when you're drawing and you have such a large space to draw on, it's very good to just get drawn into that experience where you no longer have to really think about trying to move things around to get it in order. You can just naturally draw on such a huge canvas space. And the part that's even better is this can fit into a bag, although it's not as easy as putting a Surface Go 2 in a bag, but it is easier than putting a Surface Go 2 and a Huon canvas in the bag at the same time, where this is essentially both, although the pen technology isn't up to par with that of Huon, Wacom, or even the Apple Pencil. It's not too far behind, so I do believe a little bit of an update to the drivers of some sort should help fix this issue, and maybe Microsoft will get a hold of it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this part up just so you can see how it is to actually animate in Clip Studio. Now, for closing thoughts and opinions, I think overall the Surface Book 3 15-inch is a great device. Now, it doesn't have the screen to body ratio as other laptops out there, but none of those devices can allow me as an artist to detach the screen so easily, move from one area to another, and still be able to carry one device in the bag. Now, it does have its issues. The pen technology does need to be upgraded, and overall, I feel like Microsoft should have refreshed a little bit more than just the internals inside the device to make it better. I personally would have liked to seen, some things to make it easier to map the actual eraser tip to, even be a back button, but that hasn't happened yet. So maybe on the Surface Pro 8 we'll get some updated pen and some better in-trig technologies. But overall, there's no device like the Surface Book 3. But in my opinion, I honestly think that you'll be better off getting an older Surface Book 2 15-inch, or maybe even the Surface Pro 7, depending upon the size that you're trying to get. So if you liked the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't, and hit that bell notification icon. Also, if you have a device that you want me to review, drop a comment down below to let me know. And peace.